when you decide to stand with others in unison, when you decide to spread love through your songs. Music they say, oh, actually they did say, if music is the food of life, let it play on. So Onyeka Onwenu will continue to play on in our lives. And we won't mourn. We'll give tribute and we'll celebrate the life she lived. Fred, we have so many people lined up. I think we need to start getting on to them so that they can be part of it. But first of all, Iwa is there with us. Iwa, where are you? There she is.
Faith.
There she is,
Faith
looking elegant. Faith, how are you?
Are you there, Faith?
I can see that smile, and I love that smile.
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, Faith,
Faith,
we need
are
to
you
hear
there?
your voice.
Thank you.
Wow, we can't hear Faith.
I hear you.
Wow, she's
Can
there,
you
but
hear
we're
me?
not hearing. Are you hearing her?
Yes, I can hear you, Faith.
On the headphone, eh?
Yes,
Okay.
Faith,
I can hear you.
you're welcome to
Yeah.
this special tribute to Onyeka Onwenu. Fred told me that you have this link with,
Thank you so much.
yes, this link with Onyeka Onwenu that no one can break. Fred, what was that story again?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Faith is a songstress as well. All the people who drew inspiration from Onyeka. She was part of Sonny Okosun's band, and then in fact called Faith Okosun because of the relationship, in fact the adopted daughter of Okosun. But she's also singing for Onyeka. She was one of those people who featured in her band. One of the last shows she had, Faith was there. So Faith will tell us the kind of person what you think Onyeka was, and the character and all.
So Faith,
Yeah, like, yeah.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, remind us
Okay.
of that last show you had with her.
Yeah, the last show I had with her was at Ocean View in Lagos. It was an MTN show. I think the person that had the D was Sonny Rabo. So I was one of the backup singers to Onyeka Onwenu on that very show.
Yeah,
Onyeka Onwenu is a disciplinarian. She's a disciplinarian. She's a perfectionist to the core. She will want you to do it right. Just do it right, or you are not doing it at all. That's the kind of woman she was. The one that interested me most was before we got to the stage on that show that very night, she took us back to the stage, you know, and the way she was praying, and before you know it, she was just speaking in tongues as in praise. Like, I was like, wow. I said, man, you don't just see someone from afar and just conclude, okay, this or this person is, until you actually go closer to that person. So that was a take home for me that very day. Like I said, the moment we got there, he just went straight to Sonny Rabo. Are you there? Are you in?
yeah, we're here. We're listening.
Okay. He went straight to Sonny Rabo. Hey, Mr. Sonny, where is my check? Mr. Sonny was like, Onyeka, you can never change. You like money too much, you know. So she was laughing. She was like, okay, I shouldn't like money, right? He said, you see all these people with me, all the singers and the instrumentalists, they are all family people. I cannot tell the story, and I can remember it was on Friday night. So she said something. She said, you know what? I cannot let them go this night without even giving them something for the weekend. And they can't go and tell their family stories when they got home. So I have to give them something tonight. Then by Monday, I have to balance them. I was so shocked. I was like, "Ah." He said, Mr. Sonny, either the check or no show. Before you knew it, Mr. Sonny has to bring out the check and gave it to her. That very night, we had part of the money she was going to pay, and even the rehearsals we did that she was not around for like one of the rehearsals. So the last day she was supposed to give us our rehearsal fee. Then she now sent message down that we shouldn't worry, that on that very day of the show that she's going to pay the rehearsal fee. Exactly what she said. That was what she did. She gave us the rehearsal fee and part of the money to go back home that Friday night. Then on Monday, she paid the balance up. Even after that day, she wanted me to go to Imo State with them, but I told her that I won't be able to go for that show because there was something of grand I have to do for Sonny Okosun's tribute and all that. So that was it. My encounter with her was like an eye opener for me that if you're actually doing music, you have to be a business, music business. She was so serious, so strong, and she was so focused with her career. And for that, kudos. So when I heard the news early morning, as in, I was just broken. So what? Because even when I met with Lucky Liberty, that's Felix Liberty younger brother. We met in one studio in Benin. So he was not telling me, I think you have to go and meet Onyeka Onwenu, let her just be like like a godmother to you, because the way you are going, the way you are doing your music, you are doing it professionally for real. So I just, okay, one of these days I will just go and meet her, and you know but it's a pity that I couldn't go and tell her all that before she passed.
So
So
Faith,
Onyeka
now,
Owenu was a very strong woman.
what about professionally? Professionally, what did you learn when you were rehearsing with the band? Yeah, did you learn anything about punctuality, discipline, and all that?
You should have.
Yeah, that's what I said, that she's a disciplinarian. What actually happened that made them to come into the band? I was not part of the band. I was part of some OZD band, Sonny Okosun's band. So what actually happened was, I think they were having rehearsals. So one of the ladies, they asked her to sing Onyeka Onwenu song. So she could not sing it. That means she only wait till when the chorus come in before she can respond. So they were like, why will you be in the band for years and you don't know how to sing your boss song or your oga song? So that was what happened. And I said, we have somebody that can actually at least still work with us, because they said they were not like the energy, the vibe she was giving anyway. So that was how they called me, and I went to Sulurere to meet her, the studio where I think that studio is where Sam Yokosu's studio, or where he resides, something like that. So that was it. So when I get there, they now told me, this is what happened. I said, oh wow. I said, you cannot be in the band for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and I don't know if somebody calls me and said, okay, sing Sonny Okosun song, and I will say I don't know how to sing it. I said, that's not a good one anyway. So that was what happened. She's a disciplinarian. I love that she's punctual. If she has a program to go, she's always on time. She's always on time, and she wants someone to do something professionally. Don't joke with your job. I learned a lot from her on that.
What else can we say?
Faith. By the way, Faith can do Sonny Okosun inside out. Can sing all the songs of Sonny Okosun. Faith had something online where Victor said came from the US and was looking for people who would do African songs. And then Faith charge the atmosphere with African Soldier. Yes, if you see it online, you know that Faith is good. So thank you very much, Faith, for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I
Thank
wish
you
you the
so
best in
much.
your career.
Yeah, I think I will be leaving you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah.
All right. I'll be leaving now.
You can.
You can. Thank you very much for joining us on Signature TV. This special event just for Onyeka Onwenu. I just recall that earlier in the day when I did mention that she was born in Obosi, somebody said, that makes...
No, yeah, okay.
She was born in
No,
Obosi.
but no, she wasn't born in. Was born in Port Harcourt. Yes,
No,
but
that's
her
another
mom is
controversy.
from Obosi, and then took them to Obosi after the death of the father. Was born, you know, he told you somewhere in that interview that her father was principal of an Etona college in
Port Harcourt.
And Baptist in Port Harcourt.
And Etona and Baptist both in Port
Baptist
Harcourt.
in Port Harcourt. So she was born in Port Harcourt, and then because the mom comes from Obosi, took them to Obosi afterwards. So Obosi also continues to reflect. Yes.
You don't want Obosi to reflect. Well, you know what they say, when somebody's good, everybody wants to jump on it. Odiong is here with us.
Mike Odiong.
Yes, Mike.
Is,
Mike, I think I'll allow you to talk about the relationship between Mike Odiong and Onyeka Onwenu, especially the record label.
Yes,
So,
Mike
take it
Odiong
on.
is the CEO of Premier Music now. Premier Music is 61 years, I guess, and then 61 years is the only repository of Nigerian culture, musical culture that is still alive. EMI we can find, others we can find, but Premier continues to ride. So Mike is here. It would be nice to talk about his relationship. Onyeka released about several albums from Premier. So Mike, you're welcome.
Okay,
Mike.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good
Yes,
afternoon.
good afternoon.
Okay, thank you very much. It's my pleasure being here. And,
It's our pleasure
talking about,
that you are joining us.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's wonderful talking about a legend like Miss Onyeka Onwenu. We've had some fantastic time. You know, both as a record label and I as a person have had a personal working relationship with her some time ago. As a record label, we virtually handled her works, more or less the marketing side. It wasn't an exclusive thing, but she trusted us enough, you know, to help market her works, and we did that for several years. For several years, you know, we released her works, and as usual, I mean, we would always keep to our words and make sure that whatever we agree to, she gets, you know. So until she felt that, okay, there was a need to go somewhere else, maybe, you know. But until she left the label, we had a very wonderful, cordial relationship, which extended, you know, up to the other areas of the industry, like fighting piracy, like making sure that a very strong foundation and structure is set up for the industry. She was a part of the Copyright Society of Nigerian setup. She fought everybody in the industry, you know, that didn't want to make the industry grow. You know, that was how passionate she was about the industry. Very passionate, very committed. And like the last guest said, you know, one thing about her was that perfection. I mean, I was her talent manager for a while, and 24/7 I was on my toes. Like literally, I was on my toes. You know, at any point in time, she can call you. I mean, the band has to be ready for an event, for a show. You know, everything just has to be perfect for her. You know, that was who she was. She was a true perfectionist that did not leave anything behind, no matter the smallest detail. She would always make sure that that detail is being taken care of, you know. So I mean, those are the qualities we would remember her for: her doggedity, her commitment, her determination, her talent. You know, I mean, she basically took folklore songs to another level worldwide with her songs. You know, nobody can compete with her. She took folklore to another level entirely, modernizing folklore, making beautiful melodies. So nobody can contest that. Nobody can, fill that space as we speak. So, I mean, she has left an indelible mark, and we really appreciate what her contributions were, in the music industry, in the entertainment industry as a whole, because she was also an actress in Nollywood, and she did some amazing movies. So kudos to her. She exploited her talent to the fullest, even till death, because she basically sang, and then left. So you would say that yes, till the end she was singing, you know. So that's the beauty of it, and we are proud that we were associated with her. I am particularly proud that I was part of her. I was part of the great work she has left behind.
Thank you very much, Mike. You've said it all. I don't know whether there's any more to add. Barry, come on, you have something to add to this?
There is. Mike will tell you there's always something to add once you hear the name Onyeka Onwenu. Because all across the landscape, she was there. Not just as the elegant talent, but she showcased her talent. Just as Mike said, she exploited to the full what it takes to be a musician. And she showed the world that Nigeria has got talent. Mike, what would you say was that rare moment of encounter with her?
I'm trying to, in fact, as we speak right now, I'm actually inside the compound where her office is located in Ikeja.
Wow.
Isaac John?
As we speak right now, I'm literally inside the compound where our office is located. And that office gives me a lot of memories. We would always resume, being a talent manager, it's not an office work. You just make sure that you look out for your talent and make sure that she gets the best deal. Whatever arrangement there is in terms of performances and all that, you help set up, But I remember particularly when she was a DG of the National Women Council. And yeah, I think, National Council for Women Center.
Development.
Yeah, she was DG then, and her impact in the industry, because she was, she had a very good relationship with the First Lady then, Her Excellency Dame Patience Jonathan, I beg your pardon, and I mean, she literally looked out for the entertainment industry. She made sure that whatever it was, that was going around also reached the entertainment industry. That was just who she was, It wasn't all about her. It was all about the people that are around her. How will they benefit? And one major thing is that, Madam Faith said, she understood the business. So there was no point in time you could cheat her. She wasn't just a musician. She was a musician that understood the business and understood what copyright was and understood how to use it and earn money. So she actually earned money from her work because she was an astute music business personality that not only sang with her talent, but also made sure that talent paid. So, I mean, these are things that you would rarely find, amongst artists, For them, it's all about talent. But for her, It was about talents and then the business of talents. And she combined all that beautifully. So there was no way you could fault her. There was nothing you could do, that she did not already know in the business. So, I mean, basically, there are lots of things, that one would look back at and would remember her for. She was a dogged woman and she was a no-nonsense woman. She was a tough nut, really. She was a tough nut. For you to work with her, you had to be very patient, tolerant. Otherwise, you would run away.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much for adding so much value to this program, special edition of a program for Onyeka Onwenu. I'm here with Barry. Did you get Oriswiliki?
No, not yet. I was just imagining what Mike would have gone through, because he mentioned that it was on its toes already before he met Onyeka, but he had to literally be on his toes. I am trying to track Oris Wilike. So, Mike, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Signature
Thank
TV
you very
says,
much.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
keeping those
Thank you.
memories going on.
Thank you. Thank
Barry,
you.
can we get those tributes, some of those tributes? One
Yes.
from Lemmy Jackson.
I think we
produced,
can turn our attention to those tributes.
Yes,
Mike,
produced
thank you
some of
again
the
for
songs.
coming on for the special edition on Signature TV. Thank you. We'll now take a short break and come up with those tributes. Tony Okoroji's tribute. His chairman, Copyright Society of Nigeria, COSN, said that he is deeply shocked and completely devastated at the news of the death of iconic singer Onyeka Onwenu. This is shocking beyond words. Despite our differences in recent times, everyone knows that Onyeka was my dear friend, who worked very closely with me in promoting the Nigerian music industry. She was my vice president while I was president of PMAN. She served on my board at the period I was chairman of Performing and Mechanical Rights Society, PMRS. Onyeka also served on the board of COSUN with me as chairman. Many will recall the week-long wall-to-wall events celebrating 25 years of Onyeka Onwenu on stage, themed All for Onyeka, which I conceived, personally funded, and produced with my friend Patrick Doyle. It was one of the most cherished set of events in my life. Onyeka Onwenu was an incredibly talented Nigerian woman in many ways. A passion for excellence remains unequaled. I've just written a tribute on the excellent biography of Ken Caleb's Olumese, a night shift governor who just celebrated his 80th birthday. In a tribute, I mentioned Onyeka Onwenu, not knowing that while I was writing, my friend was in a battle for her life. Chief Okoroji was emphatic that Nigeria would have other successful female singers, but Nigeria will never have another Onyeka Onwenu. With a sigh, the COSUN chairman said, the Nigerian creative family has lost a consensus. The Nigerian nation has lost an icon. Sad, sad, sad.
What a tribute.
What a tribute.
Very emotional.
Very. Let's move on to Lemmy Jackson's tribute.
Lemmy Jackson was one of her producers, produced several of her albums.
I recall him over there, and he also arranged some of the beats for her.
Yes, yes.
So Lemmy Jackson's tribute says, it saddens my heart to receive this heartbreaking news. As an iconic singer, a legend and a great inspiration you were. It was great producing some of your works. My favorite and talented artist, you, ace producer, Lemmy Jackson. Azu Arinze.
Yes, Azu's case is different. Azu is...
What's his case different?
You know, this has an emotional attachment, you know. Azu went to interview her once, and the first time as a cub reporter, yes. You know, so when Azu got there, he finished recording, and then the tape wiped. The tape wiped. When the tape wiped, there was no need to go. But he went back. He went back to re-interview the thing, and then Onyeka accepted her, and after that, they continued the relationship. Now she became the godmother of Azu's first daughter, and has been in a close friendship, family friendship, because Auntie Onyeka. The tribute there, I think, is very emotional.
Okay, so let us take the tribute from Azu Arinze. Let's listen to your songs. And read our WhatsApp messages, particularly the ones you sent on Saturday, 27th July 2024. Azu Arinze, journalist and publisher.
The one with Onyeka, is that one?
One. That's one. That's one. Sometimes it's just one photograph and it tells 1,000 stories. And sometimes 1,000 stories just prints an image on paper and it carries 1,000 memories. For Azu, the message of the 7th July is all that matters now that Onyeka is gone. But we'll continue moving down. So, Fred, let's take the other tribute.
I think that's Mike. Maybe again, but Mike has he wrote something earlier.
Yes, Mike wrote something earlier. So we're going to take what he wrote earlier.
That's Azu?
Yes, that's Azu on your screen now.
The
That's
publisher
Azu
of Yes Magazine. You're reading Mike?
Yes, I'm going to read Mike now. Woke up this morning and turned on my phone, and the first call I get was on the death of an elegant stallion, Miss Onyeka Onwenu. Premier Music Records was a label marketed a body of works for almost 20 years. I was also a manager for a while on a private capacity. She was a very principled woman and a tough talent to work with. She kept me on my toes 24/7, and perfection was a key ingredient for her. May her soul rest in peace.
Yes, on that
That's
note,
from Mike
Odiong of Premier
Fred.
Music. Sir.
Before we go, let's just take the tribute from the family once again.
Okay, briefly.
Yes, the tribute from our family, from our children. Well, I don't know if we can really take that because time seems not to be our friend.
Yes.
But let me rush it. It is with heavy heart that I and my brother wish to announce the passing of our mother, the much-loved Onyeka Onwenu. She made her last night on earth, Tuesday, July 30th, 2024, in Lagos, Nigeria. She was rushed to the hospital after an amazing last performance where doctors made every effort to save her life. Sadly, she passed. Onyeka Onwenu was a national treasure, an icon and legend, who inspired multiple generations of Nigerians and people around the world with our music, acting, philanthropy, and humanitarian efforts. She's greatly loved and missed. That's from Abraham and Tijani Ogunlende. And it's time for us to say thank you for being with us on a special show that gives all our love to no one else but Onyeka Onwenu. Thank you, Onyeka, for your marvelous display on the stage. The stage, after all, is just a way of us saying welcome and goodbye. Fred.
Yes, mourn, but not excessively. She said that in 2021, so let's take solace in that. See you.
Thank you for being with us. Barry Kumo Ada was my name.